Pratt and Sabrina Carpenter. Let's start with Spencer Pratt. Oops. Sorry, no more space. Okay, so here, Spencer, I see that you have been demonstrating great strength. That's good. You've been applying your magic. Well done. And you and your family are doing super well. Good. Well done. Excellent. Where did that go again? Okay, Spencer, your cards are perfect. I wouldn't have chosen you if you were crazy. So don't worry, you're fine. You've got this. Very obvious. Let's make more space. There. If it falls down, you don't have a show again. Sorry. You can go to Anakin. Okay, so you have great strength for taking on the responsibility you've just taken on when everyone is trying to stop you. Now, I know that lady was crying in public and it might have seemed to help, but eventually it's going to fail because no one wants a crier. They made me say that. Okay, so you are a top-notch magician, Spencer. It goes without saying. It's boring, actually. So you've won. Relax, spend time with your family. Well, don't relax, like keep working, but don't stress about the tricks that they try to do to you. We are watching you and protecting you because why? We are everywhere. As I was saying, we are everywhere. So we are watching and protecting you so you can have a nice race and go in and help Dennis Quaid and all of those actors and artists to benefit from the new acts and laws and orders that Trump has signed in for them. So they must go collect their monies. Okay, so the only thing with you, Spencer, that I want you to work on is your focus. So don't focus on stress and bad things. Focus on beautiful things. If you don't know, just read my book. It's free. Why? Because you know what it feels like to have lots of money, and you also know what it feels like to have the security that you require to raise a family. And since your current leaders have destroyed that security for young family owners or family people, families, young families, you have to step up and do it for them. That's your karma. Why? Because you saw what happens when it's gone. It's devastating to have your kids walking there in front of murderers and drug addicts strung out and they're trying to go to school to learn. That's why you decided that you were going to make a difference. And so well done for that, because it's really, really important to take pain and change it into positivity. So that's essentially your soul contract. Your soul contract is to take bad situations, like back then on the hills or in the OC 90210, you know that show. You were always the bad guy, but you took it and you made it into a business. That's what you do. The world is always going to hate you because they hated me and because they hated him first. So now you're going to be hated. That's how you know you're in the group. If everyone loves you, you're a Satanist. Because everyone can't all think like that. It's impossible unless someone paid them to do it, which is why it's always easy to see. So as you go out into this world, you're going to have to look. And then when you eventually win and everything, I'll be your psychic. I'm kidding. I'm an actor. Okay, so I see that you have, yeah, it's the same thing. You are very good at dealing with stress. You are brave. You are, remember when E Entertainment banned you from the show? You had to be mentally strong because they used to even make a thing of, imagine being bullied by adults on E Entertainment. But you survived and you got publicity. So that trained you. I'm saying that because it trained you to be victorious. No matter what they said to Spencer Pratt, he found a way to make it work. So I liked him in the interview when the guy asked him, oh, well, you had money, and where's that money? Did you buy crystals? And he said, that's my money. I can do what I want with it. That Bass woman is using state money. And if you stick around, you'll see in my next segment, I have Regina Wallace Jones there. And when I tune in for that. So you can do this, Spencer. Look how nice your spread is. So you are good at taking on a lot and overcoming mental battles. And you've been through a lot. We've all seen some of them play out. But this is how you get to your victory. And the way you are able to take on all of these challenges is because you are an expert of Hollywood. You've been through every single scam. You've tried every single cult and prayer group and prayer circle, and you know who works, and what doesn't. That's why you are the man for the job. You can relate to the people in the town who need the things that you have experience in getting. And so that's why with this one, I want you to focus more on this. So I'll turn it upside down and give you a lot. No. Okay, I normally don't, but I want to give you as everything. The reason I never change this one is because it's easy. You just have to change perspective. Okay, I know what I'll give you. I'll give you Hangman in reverse. So you can shoot past everyone in the polls. And that's how you change your luck. See, you always know how to make people change your luck so that you can come here. So I see this card as your 10th card. That means this is my 5th card. So you are in my soul family. So welcome, Spencer, to the family. Okay, I like his cards. Yes, Spencer's a good one. Now, just for fun, let's do the Raman woman. Just because Spencer's quick, let's do Raman. Or the crying lady. Okay, what's her deal? Can you see, guys? She's rich. She comes from money. That's why she thinks she's gonna win. Yeah, she's a clever girl. She obviously went to fancy schools and Harvard or whatever. Yeah. Hey, she's loaded. She's fully loaded, but she has no friends, unfortunately. That's her only thing. She has no friends. So if you want to honey trap her or whatever, make her have fake friends, and then she'll get caught. Like they tried to catch me. So you can catch her then. Yeah. She likes women. Yeah. She's just a rich girl, basically. and everyone is orbiting her because she has money, access, everything. I've never read about this woman, so I have no idea what she comes from, like the hood or something. I'm looking for a phone because there's the phone. Okay, so I'm seeing a rich girl here. Is she someone? Google. Lots of. I'm tired. I don't even want to look. It's basically Biden 2.0. You're never going to get anything done with the crying woman. And she wants friends, so go be her friend, Spencer. Tell her to come red. That's how they probably recruited her to the Democrats. They said, we'll give you friends. They think everyone wants friends. We don't want friends. Friends are useless. Okay. Except the ones in high places. Because they can do something. Okay, so Spencer, you are fine. You need to focus your advertising on showing how overprivileged she is and how you're a man of the people. Because we knew you, we grew up with you, we saw E! Entertainment bullying you, and we still loved you and supported you. And look, your crystals brought you to the master alien of Earth, King Charlie of Lumania, of course. So Spencer, oh yeah, you have a 20-minute segment. Okay, so what do you want to talk about now? Well, oh yeah, we didn't do jokes. So, my ex, Anakin, and I, we know each other from a past life. And in that past life, he used to, in the medieval times, in the 1500s, we used to do something called alchemy. And we used to physically do it with metals and furnaces and stuff. Anyway, one day there was an accident and we almost blew up the planet. Then after that, in the 1600s, everyone started panicking about witches. Because what we didn't know is that we accidentally made CERN in the medieval times. Yes, we ripped time. And so when that happened, we went into the Dark Ages, and that's where I know Anakin's insights from. Now, in the Dark Ages, that's when all the creatures were running around, and we needed monarchies and kings to make military campaigns, convert people to Christians, all of that, so that we can control the entire world's thinking, because we need to have everyone on a standardized way of thinking or speaking, of communicating our thoughts, so that we can all understand what we want from each other. Tarot cards is a standardized way of communicating. English is a standardized way of communicating. I personally prefer English, like reading letters and notes. I hate non-physical communication because that's crazy. It's schizophrenic. So I only believe things when I see them for real in front of my eyes. So I want you, Spencer Pratt, and all the magicians and everybody, do not believe in magic. Magic is not real. Use it as a coincidence to show you or give you ideas of what you might want to do next. It's information, but never ever rely on crystals or tarot cards or English even, because many innocent people are right now on death row over English, over speech, over written stuff. There's a guy in England who's in jail for writing on social media. So you have to be aware that these things are standardized forms of communication. So when you are playing tarot, your number one goal is to avoid death. That's what I'm doing when I'm reading your cards. I'm telling you how to avoid death. Now, the one girl has lots of money. So that should tell you how you can avoid death there. If she has lots of money, there's lots of blue-collar workers working for her who hate her and the family. So then you go and you find them and you interview them and find out what's really going on in them. And then you make adverts about those things. And then she'll wonder, how do you know what's going on in her house? Something like that. When you are doing your magical work, you have to use both your discernment, your logic, and your emotions. So when people try to bait you in interview, Spencer, just smile. Look at Secretary Hegseth. When he was being baited, he smiled, took his time, and then answered the question. And he was very smiley. You have to smile. And then agree and nod at the same time. Because when someone comes to you with a point meant to humiliate you, your number one goal is to not give them what they want. Yes, it'll be painful, and sometimes you can't stop your body from reacting. Those are fine. That's righteous anger. But if you find yourself being constantly put in situations where you are being questioned or challenged over simple, common, basic sense things like, how can $24 billion disappear and there's more homeless people out there, even though the numbers went down? And now Regina Wallace-Jones is going to tell us in the next segment why the numbers are down. Act Blue, CEO. You are going to be calm and happy until the people leave you alone. And that will be never. One day. So, Spencer, what else do you want to know? What do you want to tell Dennis Quaid? Yeah, what do you want to tell Dennis Quaid in particular? I didn't give Dennis Quaid enough time. That he's coming. Okay, so Dennis, Spencer would like to tell you that he's coming to give you your money, and he's coming to bring clarity on the financial mismanagement of funds that has been going on under the leadership, supposed, of Gavin Newsom, governor of California, and the mayor, Mayor Bass, who watched the town burn from a hut in Africa doing hoodoo. Voodoo's a religion, they have saints and they believe in God. Hoodoo, watching Los Angeles burn down. That's what we want to tell you. So this is insurance money. Obviously, not physically, but in the realms. In other words, it won't happen again. And if it does, there will be a proper plan of action in place to make sure that Angelinos don't lose their whole life's work because some mafia guy wants them to suck their dick, aka Gavin Newsom. Okay, so that's how you survive death. You vote for Spencer. Okay, so now, next on the show, thank you so much for coming, Spencer. Everybody give Spencer a round of applause. So now on the show, we have Sabrina Carpenter. Hi, Sabrina. What do you want to talk about today? Now, I know Sabrina through Madonna, so I don't know her song except the one she's on with Madonna. I stopped listening to new music or artists in 2007 after my first operation when I was 16 because I figured out, everything in the world is fake. It's not about talent. It's not about what you can do or can't do. It's about, did you suck the right dick? But not everybody does that. And I'm sick and tired of seeing celebrities, some of whom are my friends, being bullied by lazy people who have no faith and no good fruits. So I decided to make this show so I could talk to the celebrities myself and I could find out what's really going on over there because I am never going over there because I am a Zulu alien. So hi Sabrina, I haven't met you, but you seem wonderful. You must be good people if you're friends with Madonna. So I'm sure you're going to tell us something wonderful. And that's why I like having a show, by the way, because I have whoever I want to have. And yes, Steven Spielberg is definitely coming on the show. He's getting the whole 40 minutes. It was in last week, by the way. Sabrina? Aw, I know Sabrina. Oh, we used to be, yeah. Okay, Sabrina, I got something I want to say. Oh boy, I have to change some shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Uh, oh. Oh shit. Girl, you see, that's why I didn't want to do these live, but then I was called to do it live. So I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Okay, Sabrina, basically you're fucked. You need help, and it's gonna take me a minute. That's why obviously Spencer gave you more time of his segment. God, what a headache. Okay, so Sabrina, you and your friends from your past, you need to let them go. They are telling you rubbish. They're telling you to do this, do that, and party and play games. Let them go. Everyone from your friends, let them go. Move on. Leave it alone. They are siphoning you because you are the one who has magic. But you ask yourself why you don't have money. Because you are karmically tied. You see these pentacles. Your powers are karmically tied to your friends from your childhood and your old school or your old church or whatever. You need to dump them because they're useless. And I'm not going to change it because you must do it. If you don't do it, you will have towers consistently. Every single time you've ever had a tower, it's because they did it. Sabrina Carpenter of the Realms. The real girl, wonderful. I don't know her. Girl, if you see this, you don't know me. I have 0 likes, 0 friends. You don't know me. Keep going. Go sing. You can sing, you're good. Be like, but Sabrina Carpenter of the Realms, you are in trouble. And I'm not changing it. Because you need to walk away from these ridiculous people. And sometimes you need to learn the hard way. And that's why I'm leaving it, because this is your way of learning. If I change it, I'll be changing judgment. I'll literally rip open the air, the world, the electrons. So it's going to be rough, Sabrina. It's going to be painful. It's going to be isolating, but you're going to have fun. When you leave them, they've already hurt you. Right now, I'm seeing that they've already hurt you. Some people who were close to you really, really disappointed you. But I'm still here, and you still have your friends in arts. They can help you. Or at home, I'm seeing parents. Your parents love you. They sent me, actually. Is it your mom? I know the Queen of Pentacles, it's all the moms that have sent me. And you might feel sad for a couple of minutes or a couple of days, Sabs, but you're going to get up and get over it. You're very good at achieving your goals, but you never feel satisfied and fulfilled. And it's because of the people around you always giving you chronic dissatisfaction. The reason why you don't ever get what you want, and you're always stuck in the imagination phase, which is the 4 of Wands, because Wands are imagination. So it doesn't mean you're getting anything. It just means you're thinking about it. This is what's happening. You're deciding what to do, but these thoughts are not coming from you. They're coming from the people in your ear. And so you have to decide if they are aligned to your future and to your business or not. Because right now it seems like you don't want to. It seems like you want something different and you're already thinking of making that move. So you already know it's not really helpful for you. because you're saying that you were expecting a lot more. Apparently, they told you you were gonna be, I don't know, tour stuff and numbers and whatever. But yeah, it's something to do. I mean, I read about the Blue Dot tours, Fever or whatever. That's really, really making an impact. And it's really showing you who in your camp is for you and who's against you. Now, this is going to end in a, or not end, 10 of Cups reverse. This is about understanding. So when I open a door, I'm opening a door on understanding. I'm not telling you the future. So what I'm telling you is that you are learning to understand how real relationships are formed and how real relationships are maintained. Right now, you've been living with these crazy people who are only with you because they want your money. And so you have to go out in the cold like President Obama. He also had to do this, so you're going to do it. And you're going to go red because all your blue friends would have abandoned you the second you need something. But look at me and Spencer. I came all the way from South Africa to have his back. And we are red. And I've got your back. So if you wanted to continue, you're going to go red. Duh. You go red for Bono. Well, you're going to go red for me. So, Father, up in heaven, what do you think about this, Mishagas? Yeah, Sabrina likes it. Thank you, Sabrina. You're a strong one. Yeah, I was shuffling Regina's cards. They were all over the place. Oh yeah, this happens before then. Time travel. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta stand up for yourself, girl. These people are not going to help you. Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. Yeah, that's the one. Stand alone. I'm practicing how my ex-boyfriend shuffles it. He goes like this. This is how gangsters shuffle in South Africa. If you go hang out at the taverns in South Africa, this is how they shuffle. Like this. Yeah. Why not? Sabrina, we got a lot to do. You see, Sabrina, I told you. We gotta go. Sabrina, Sabs, you gotta leave the guy. It's him, isn't it? It's a boy. You gotta dump his ass. See? Come. We'll sit down here and this Garoppolo will take us. But bring your own Garoppolo because he's mine. He'll take us away from this evil place. Okay. We can't have this, Sabrina. We cannot. So the realms agree, and so does Sabrina. So now, thank you, Sabrina. It wasn't that bad. So give a round of applause to Spencer Pratt and Sabrina Carpenter. Okay, so we're gonna have a nice look at some magic now. So a lot of you wanted to talk to me about snakes, I hear through the grapevine. So the snakes are very, very popular in magic because the reason any of you heard of me is because I've been tracking a particular demon that I showed you yesterday called Rahima. And its form is a snake or a dragon. And I found it in Asia from a very devious, sick, dead woman, dead now. And then I tracked it all the way back to Blake Lively. And then after that, I found who sent it and where it came from and what it does. And it became a whole big study operation movie thing. Well, now I'm going to be teaching you here and there, bit by bit, about the different types of things we have in magic. It'll be random. If you catch it, trust me, it's because you're meant to be seeing it. And if you don't know about it, then don't worry about it because you wouldn't know. So let's talk about different things that happened to me that were magical while I was doing my undercover monoptic operation thing. So when I got on here, I saw different readers and they all have different styles, and that's wonderful. The first reader that I was attracted to was Patrick the magician, Paddy the magician. Now, the reason I was attracted to him was A, he looked like who I thought it was supposed to be. And B, in my thesis, I have a section called The Magician. So normally in my life, when I manifest, I'll have like 7 different things line up, and then I know that's the way to go. So if you come to me and say, I want you to fall in love with someone, I know you're talking bullshit because in my list, there's no love. If you come to me and say, I'm in love with you, marry me, I know you're talking bullshit because in my list, since I was 7 years old, there's no ring, there's no marriage, there's no baby. So that's how you need to know if someone's lying to you or not. Keep a list and you'll never go wrong. So when I got on here, that's what started happening. People started trying to groom me, to change me, to make me fit in. First, they tried to haze me like we were in high school, but we're grown adults with people to look after and bills to pay. And when the hazing didn't work, then they tried to make me indoctrinated by making me fall in love with one of them so he can spy on me. Now, I have physical touch as my love language. So if you don't live next door or somewhere I can touch you, I'll never fall in love with you. I don't have a pining heart. I don't care. I'm not sentimental. All of that is an act I do because I'm an actor. And I was hired in 2016 to come and train psych kids or psychic children who were or should have been in the GATE program to tell them what's happening next. So, through this channel, you will find everything you need to know about magic. And I will only continue if you like the videos. 1,000 likes, and then you get more. No likes, and we keep talking about celebrities and hair color and cooking segments. But if you want to know actual magic and how I was able to beat over 100 psychics on YouTube, well then like the video. If not, let's talk about, what's the latest fashion trend? Okay, so I am doing a music video for my song Hydra, and I want to know, should I do Hindi or Hindu culture? Is that going to be called reappropriation? Or should I actually like do my culture and change it up? Because it's a Hindu song. Do you see how boring that's going to be for you? But for me, it'll be fun because I need it. So like the video and talk about the video if you want to learn about the stuff. So this is a taster for the next 7 minutes. So there are different types of invisible magical creatures that people use in my culture. When I went to town, I took a video of some of it, but I won't release it until I get 1,000 likes. So when you go to town, there are posters everywhere that says, free money, win the lotto, get your ex-lover back, grow your penis, everything. You can do it downtown. You saw me in the other video, I got African Dream Root. So you can also make your dick big. And you can also make it so that when you sleep with someone, they'll be obsessed with you after that. One demon I vanquished, she said she uses a wash in her pussy so that when she sleeps with doctors, they are obsessed with her. I worked with her for about 5 days and she moved out of state with the doctor that she had used black magic on. So that man is spending his money on a witch bitch and he doesn't know anything. So I'm making these videos for people like him and people like you who might be able to do these witcheries to be careful because we're watching you now. And if you do bad magic, we're going to catch you. Yes, this is magic police because you guys don't listen. So I'm the cop now. So different types of magical creatures. There are something called short boys, which are dwarves. They work for you. So you tell them what you want and they'll go fetch it. You sit in your house. You have something called rats, amakundan. They go around your neighborhood eating everyone's money. You release them. And then they come back in the morning. You actually have money. I'm not saying like a metaphor. Here's my hand. There's nothing. You wake up, there's something. This I'm talking about real magic. That's why your Los Angeles mayor came here when your Los Angeles was burning down. Because we can do that. That's why she's not in jail. Think about it. How can a mayor leave and get more votes than everyone? It's magic. We throw charms on you, motherfuckers. Okay, so you've got rats, you've got boys, you've got what did I say? Oh, dwarves or boys or dwarves. You also have iskupu. Iskupu is what you Americans call a jar, but we don't use a jar. We use a fruit or a vegetable like a butternut or calabash, and then the real ones you put baby fat inside, and then it grows. You put the calabash or the jar with baby fat and other herbs on a dark place, and then you shake it and you talk to it, you tell it what you want, and it fetches it for you. Now, obviously, it's illegal to use this. That's why in my country, we have regulations for traditional medicine and traditional healers or witches. There's a law for witches here. So now America needs to get laws because you guys are running rampant, sending me demons, ghosts, etc. So now I'm coming to be your cop. So in my culture, we also have Anunnaki. If you look at my video, there's a gentleman, a professor from the University of KwaZulu Natal, 40 minutes from me, and he is giving a lecture about aliens. Now, this is way before America released the files. So now you have to accept that aliens come from Africa. Yes, America is not the center of the universe. America just has the best technology. So all the aliens from Africa and the Kalahari, whatever, were taken to Fort whatever in America, so they know about us. Your scientists tell you that humanity came from Africa, down the road. You all came from down my road. So now that you know that I control all of you, I hope you like the video so you can learn more. Now, the last one I'm going to tell you about is the snake. Everyone calls it a snake or a dragon. It is the oldest entity on Earth. The snakes own the planet. If you go to season 1 of Star Marine, I tell you that this Earth was Hydra, a hydronic planet, and only snakes were living here, water snakes. And when the light came, Venus, the spaceship, it moved planets around, created the Van Allen asteroid belt or whatever, because it blew up some planets. And then land and sea came, and humans came, bipedals. And we came, the Anunnaki, to make you. Now, you can research all of this because I have kept proof. For the past 20 years, I've been documenting proof that aliens exist. And everything I said just played on TV. The last thing I was waiting for was the Epstein files, because when I was 16, I told you about them in high school and no one believed me. Now they are out, I can talk about it without you thinking I'm crazy. So, tune into the show if you want to learn more about how snakes and dragons can be used in the astral realm to make you rich and how to do it safely, how to connect with your ancestors. Basically, everything and anything you need to know about magic, I am the expert in the whole entire world. Nobody even comes close to me. And if you want to know, you're going to like the video. See you next time. Bye-bye. Mwah.